Hey, welcome to World Entertainment, and as everybody knows, we're all waiting, eagerly awaiting, for the trailer for Superman. The new Superman, that is, of course, James Gunn's relaunch of the DCU with Superman. That trailer. And he said it's on his computer, it's pretty much ready to go, is what he said. Well, there's a rumour now, or there was a rumour, doing the rounds that the studio, Warner Brothers, is not actually happy with the trailer and wants it to be fixed. Now, that makes complete sense. Being, as something I've been talking about, you really need your trailer to have the best first impression. James Gunn hasn't been doing the best impressions with this movie. That first initial image of David Cornsweet as Superman, sitting down, leisurely putting on the boot while Metropolis is getting destroyed in the back. Yeah, it wasn't a great look. People did not take to that image for multiple reasons. One was the suit was just looked baggy and crumpled and stuff. The other, of course, was the fact that why is Superman leisurely putting on a boot looking disdained while the city's getting destroyed? And the colour grading of that image, because it was darkened. Well, people reacted quite negatively to that, which makes sense. So I've been saying it as well for a while that that trailer needs to land, because if it doesn't, you already lose half the audience. Because if people look at this first trailer and go, oh god, what is this? You're in trouble. You're in massive trouble. Now, this guy does say that he has heard this from inside sources, but he also told people, look, this is just what I've heard, so take it with a massive grain of salt, but I'm just relaying what I've heard. And James Gunn has also responded now. Now, do we put much faith into what James Gunn says at this stage? No, because we know he just constantly lies. But this is what the guy tweeted out about what he's heard that's going on with the trailer. So this guy's called Dan Marcus. He wrote this: I'm really excited for the Superman trailer. From everything I've heard, there is enormous pressure internally from inside Warner Brothers for the trailer to be received well. Apparently, the studio is asking multiple different cuts of the trailer to find the best version. That's the first part of what he wrote, and again, everything about that makes sense, that there would be pressure on the studio because, again, you need that trailer to work. You need people to go, my god, this is a fantastic trailer. To get people, not just because you need the impression of the movie to be good, but you need people to be invested in liking the trailer because it means they're more willing, obviously, to go and see the movie. But he also added this to clarify, since every trailer necessitates multiple cuts, apparently the editor cutting the trailer presented a fairly finalized version to the studio weeks ago. The studio wasn't happy and said, make it better. I wouldn't want to be a part of the marketing department over there right now, which was recently gutted. So that's his post about this, that they handed in the trailer, Warner Brothers went, no, make that better. So again, makes sense, doesn't it? Because the studios put a lot of money into this. They want and need that best first impression, because at least from physically seeing the movie, you know, we're seeing something in motion as opposed to just the image, because that image, first impression, was not good. But James Gunn has now acknowledged it. So it says here, DC Studio CEO and Superman writer-director James Gunn was asked about the rumour on trades, and after acknowledging that it's sort of true, he explained just how off-base this rumour is. And then it says, in fairness, Marcus did say, take it with a grain of salt, and it's just what he heard. Here is what Gunn says. So he explained this. When he says studio, that's solely me, as the only studio involved in cutting or anything to do with the trailer is DC Studios, i.e. me and Peter, and I'm the creatively demanding one. This is the exact same rigorous process I've gone through cutting every Guardians trailer, pushing the marketing folk as hard as I can, cutting and recutting until I think we have something worthy of the film itself. All that said, my notes are a lot more specific than make it better. So, there's James Gunn's response to this. Problem is, he's saying, oh, the studio is solely me. No, it isn't. It truly isn't. Yes, DC is being looked at as its own entity, basically, very much in the way that Lucasfilm and Marvel are, even though the buck stops with Bob Iger. He's the one who actually says, we'll invest more money into this or not. Same thing over here with Warner Brothers. Zaslav is where the buck stops. Zaslav, we know, wants this movie to be the best possible movie, because they need it to be, but it's not solely James Gunn who has the decision. How could it possibly be? You're not going to hand him so much money and just go, have free reign, do whatever the hell you want. Don't worry about us. No, he would have to have shown Warner Brothers, and they would have probably had to have said, look, we like what you're doing here, but change this or change that. It doesn't mean they hate the trailer, by the way. There's nothing saying, oh, it's them absolutely hating this trailer and they're like, oh, they're doing a new one, make it better. No, they're simply saying, if you looked at it logically, basically, would be that they presented the trailer, they looked at it and went, we like what you've done here, James, but we wouldn't mind change that part and that part, or make it a bit brighter, or make it more maybe family friendly. I don't know. Just maybe add more humor into the trailer or something. You know, that's the type of thing they could be talking about. It's not like they're sitting there going, oh my Jesus, this is a disaster, change that. Which very well could be the case as well. But it's probably more so that they just went, yeah, look, we like it, but we can see where people will get a bit, so could you change that and change that? It's interesting. And again, it's starting to become funny how quickly James Gunn is jumping out to shoot down all these rumors. No, that's not the case. We're doing this. And it's like, why are you having so much free time to be able to see these rumors and all this stuff and respond to it? If you're so involved with getting this trailer cut and recut and all this stuff and putting all the pressure on the folk over there, as he says he is doing that, how has he got all this time to go on trades all day and just respond to people? I don't know. But, oh, by the way, he has now said that he won't be at this, what's it called, CCXP or something like that? I think it's called, some event that they were expecting him to show up to, and that is where the trailer will drop. Trailer still could drop at this, which I believe is next month in December. But he has at least said he's not going to be there. Oh yeah, and this poster came out for this. One page says it's official and other page are saying it's an unofficial poster. Either way, it's a poster that they're actually using for this event, so whatever. Is it official? Isn't it? I don't know. But it's a interesting poster, I suppose. The artwork's, it's not great. You know, the colours, it's very muted. But it does give us what we know is at least in a news clipping in the movie, which of course is a throwback to original comic book cover. So they're obviously trying to do that. So with that, I shall leave it there for this one. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.